Back. Hello, hello. Wow. 65 streams. That's almost a year. So far, some changes. I got brake sparks, landing sparks, and orange sparks. So the idea, I think the principle of this minigame is going to be you're trying to go as fast as you can. Maybe you're outrunning some kind of countdown timer, but it's going to be very generous. Why is it curved that way? Also, that's wrong also. Huh. Did it fall off and immediately reconnect? Alright, let's start with that. Let's start with... We'll get to the curve weirdness, but let's start with... If I just roll off, what's happening there? Let's see. So reconnecting to a path. Is right here. So we'll do this right here, and we'll just let it tell us, hey, what path are you connected to here? And it says 0 over and over again, forever. It should never be allowed to disconnect and reconnect to the same path index. So current path what we're using here, we're going to maintain a previous path. And when you leave a path, which is right here, we're going to keep track of it. And then when you reconnect, well, we don't have to do that, do we? So no, it's only when we connect to one. So this is when we connect to a path. Previous path equals path. And path follow path. Don't let it connect to the previous path. Simple as that. So now we should roll right off. Yeah, good. So you can't connect to the same path you were just on. Next up, tilt. All right, well, let's scale these paths a bit. Let's make them significantly easier to land the jumps on. Okay. Is that because of like, is it gonna fix here? No. Oh, wait, maybe? I think it's the global rotation or something. Willow, thank you. Okay, this probably has to do with the rotation. So we're looking at the cart model rotation, which is set here. Tilt from track. Current track tilt comes from the sampled track angle. This is probably our problem right here. Really easy way to solve this. Let's add a label. Probably be good. That'll probably be enough, right? Sample track angle. -3. -3 suddenly. This will be around 2 pi. No, still -3. Still -3. Back to 0. Why are those other ones all -3? Delete all these. Just do this one. Is it still -3 this way? Yes. Okay, so this sample track angle stuff is wrong. We get the baked points. No, what's weird... Posy. One wackadoodle poodle. No, I don't want... No, no. You can get out of here. Go on. Go on. Lay down. Posy is a good girl and she knows it. I don't know. Seems to me she's a bit of a wackadoodle poodle. Can I add a watch to a variable? Or something? I don't know. about this. All right, vector 1, vector 2. So first let's start with the obvious. Out to -10. 5, -10. 0, -10. It's the path local space. As a matter of fact, it's not fine that it's the local space. This is supposed to help, right? How do I fix this? So that's the problem here, is we're trying to look at the location in the past local space. But when we jump, well, no, that does look like local space again. Okay, so that looks fine then. Closest offset. And when we get sample baked, is that a global or is that that's a local, right? 0 to 13, 0 to 13, great. Forward point. What is forward point? This is 5, -10. 5, -10. Okay, that looks normal. Ah, but point is global. So we want a center point, which is this right here, right? Let me confirm that. Center point. 5, -10. Yeah, there we go. So don't use point here. Use center point instead. And maybe that's good enough. That looks much better. Okay, good. That did fix it. Okay, cool. Then I think we have all the basics here. Hey Day, welcome back. I think we can actually just start making a track. I just don't know what it's gonna be like or how long it's gonna be. But it supports everything now. You can have a, the idea is just gonna be, you're wanting to go fast. Good luck. How long will 50 meters take us to go? Okay, cool. One thing I do want to remove is that little path follow CSG box here. That was just to look at the thing. I probably also need to... There's one other thing I need, now that I think about it. And that is, I need it to speed up. And going up. Right? Simple enough. Be cool if it made a tick, 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 tick. And then a whoa. And then we start the hairpin turns. That's not very hairpin, but you get the idea. So we can do these big, chunky curves to start with before it gets very organic. Or maybe we'll just wiggle it a bit later. -20, -80, -40, -60. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Come on now. Come on now. Look at this. Okay, because as it stands, when you're going down, yeah, we'll put like rocky bits and everything. Whoa. See, it goes at the same speed regardless. Also, come on, go all in. Some little jump challenge here. Okay, that's fine. We'll make it a little bit more breakneck. So that needs to be closer here. A little bit more of a challenge. Get some sharp turns in. And then how do we detect the current downward heading? Oh, with heading, right? Heading, we only set that here, and we're basing it on the player global position versus the old position, which only gets handled while you're on a path. So we can very easily use that to determine whether we are heading uphill or downhill by looking at current heading.y. So we're going to use that to update our current speed. Max speed. So I think regardless of what you want, unless you're hitting the brakes. Maybe even if you are hitting the brakes. Let's just treat it as hill ratio. And it's just going to be the sine of arc sine. Yeah, I'm looking for angle. There's no arc sine. A sine? Yeah. It will be clamped to -1 to 1. Okay, so arc sine. This is you pass in a height and you get back an angle. So if the height I passed in... Wait. That's not right, is it? Okay, circle. If I'm going uphill, tick, 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 at a 45-degree angle, then my heading, y, is not square root of 2 over 2 on its own. No, it's not. Yay, it's GQ! The operation was canceled, says the bot. Well, pretend that there was a stampede noise. Hello again, GQ. Imagine we're heading uphill. Tick, 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 tick. Up a roller coaster. Imagine the roller coaster. Square root of 2 over 2. Well, that's both our final 4 minutes baby mode. You turned on baby mode? Show us the bad up. Oh, Dupu, you're gonna hate it. Okay, it was baked points. The points are baked. You called it. So GG. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at Bad Curtis. This was, I don't know what made me do this. I got possessed a few weeks ago. I got possessed by Curtis, yeah. So what I did is I edited the Pen Pals code. I made Pen Pals run at 10 times speed. I made it so it was not allowed to match like items. And I made it so every animal was just a black circle. And then I made it log the location of all animals whenever it game overed. And then I let it do that 100 times. I let it do that 100 times so that I had X position, Y position, and radius. And that's like the code, right? That's just the data. This one was like extra Curtis. I did a variant that had extra Curtis. And then every frame, I would grab the video player canvas. I would draw the video to a canvas so that I could get image data. And then for each circle, I would sample whether the center of the circle was black or white. And then, of course, the result was I just captured it in OBS, because why not? It was what a dumb idea. How dare I get possessed by an idea? Dumb. GQ. Okay. At this point, it's just a meme. At this point, it's just a meme. Okay. Let me give you the 100 miles looking down version. It's a music video. You don't need to know what a Toho is or a Taohao. Just a music video that is black and white. Okay? And then everybody keeps remaking it because black and white data is really easy to work with. You don't. All right. So, oh, good. There's a playlist on YouTube. Bad Apple, but. Okay, so here's our first one. Bad Apple, but every frame is a prime number. So apparently, this massive string of digits here that you can barely see on the screen is a prime number. Isn't that fun? Bad Apple, but on a 3D printer. What? That doesn't... Oh, because he's probably just playing the audio on it. Bad Apple, but it's Magic Eye. Here we go. This looks like a winner. Bad Apple played in emojis. Oh, it's just playing the actual audio. No. I want the weird video stuff. There we go. Here we go. This is a good one, I'm assuming. Bad Apple played on Minecraft Sheep. See, this is the stuff. This is the stuff that people do with this video. Bad Apple, but it's Minecraft Sheep. Perfect. So anyway, it's a meme, and that's all you really need to know. Bad Apple flip dots. There you go. It's a steamed ham. Oh, geez, yeah. I don't remember what video I saw. Bad Apple, but it's Wordle. Oh, good. Bad Apple, but it's just apples. Anyway. Yes, it's just a different steamed hams. Thank you. Anyway, this is the code. That's it. It's just set the data. Bad Apple, but I'm probably... probably. Hang on. I saw it on Minecraft Banner. No, I remember now. It was the Shrek movie played on Minecraft banners. Bad Apple, but it's only made from frames of steamed hams. Great. Cool.
Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. So, you gods, my roast is ruined. What if...
All right, that's good. That's pretty good.
Purchase
My apple is bad. Oh man, I need a lozenge, but I'm past my lozenge quotient. I would not like a Werther's original because I'm not yet 60 years old. But thank you. Bad Apple, but it streams of Dove saying things that he hates. We need... Man, if Dove was like 100 times more popular, we would totally get Germ Dove Hates Supercut. And it would save us a lot of work, because then we wouldn't have to do it. Everything Germ Dove says he hates. What was it the other day? Oh man, now I don't remember. It was yeah. I hate Hollow Knight. I hate Mario All-Stars. Gosh, Left 4 Dead was so good. Gimme that. He's on his gimme that dang arc. Okay. So imagine if you will, a triangle. Can you visualize it? Can you visualize a 30-degree triangle? You're going up a 30-degree incline. So therefore your y is square root of 3 over 2. Your x, no, that's your x. That's your x. Your y is 1/2. Your theta, 30 degrees. Great. What variables do we have here? Current heading dot y. That's our y here. That's y. We are trying to get. What are we trying to get? We have our y and we have our x. We're trying to get the theta. Hill angle. Sure. So that's just an a-tan 2, right? A-tan 2. What do you need? A y and an x. All right. Current heading dot y, current heading dot x. Now I've got our angle of our hill. You'd love to play some Left 4 Dead sometime. I get it. I get it. Hill speed ratio. We're gonna say if your hill is flat, that's a 1.0. And then we're gonna angle it up and up. That's gonna make you go slower. We're gonna say 45 degrees. I don't think that's possible, Day. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to bring goodness to the world. We'll take it as a ratio of pi over 2. Everyone loves a ratio of pi over 2. A bad apple pie over 2. That's like a really convoluted Wheel of Fortune. Bad apple pie. That's like a before and after and after. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. We're going to say that adjusts your base speed? No. Move toward. I want it to adjust your move toward. So whatever you're moving toward, change it by your hill ratio. Great. We're not moving because current heading starts at vector 3, 0. Oh, and then it stopped. All right, what's going on here? Hill angle is 0. Oh, right. That's not what I meant, was it? That's supposed to be 1.0. 1.0. 1.0. 0. Infinity? What gives me that? what gives me 0 to 1 to infinity over this angle? What's the math function I'm looking for here? I have the points. My input is angle of 0, angle of negative pi over 2, and angle of pi over 2. Is that right? Yeah. My output is 1. If I have actual pi over 2, I want infinity and 0. So that's cool. What does that look like? Well, I'm going to be dividing by something. And this is going to be where I divide by 0. So we could shift this over. If we shift this over, it's basically a 1 over x. Yeah, it's a 1 over x, but we just modify it a little bit so that it's pi over 2 over 1 over, it's pi over 2 over x. Hill angle being not 0, though. I need to shift it by pi over 2. Okay, so now 1.0 over hill angle, that becomes infinity. And negative pi over 2, well, 0 becomes 1 over negative pi over 2, which is not equal to 1. So I need to take this whole thing and scale it by negative pi over 2. All right, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That'll slow us down. I think that'll slow us down slightly going uphill. Looks good, looks good. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Hit the brakes. All right, what's our hill speed ratio now? Oh, good. It's either 0.5 or negative infinity because our current heading is not updating. Cool. Okay, I need like a little bit more speed up here. Come on, come on. Same. Same. Current heading, X 0, correct. Y, yes, I'm heading upward. Z, yes, I'm heading forward. Great. That looks great. So therefore, hill angle 1.5, otherwise known as pi over 2. Pi over 2, that can't be right. That's not the heading. Pi over... This should give us pi over 4. We're not looking at X. We're looking at Z. This is actually a vector 2 of X and Z dot length. There we go. That still is going. That still went really slowly for some reason. What was our hill angle there? Let's go for it. Show me the hill angle. 0, 0, 0, 0. Up, 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 up. Pause, 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 pause. Because it's the debug messages are catching up. Give it a second. It's catching up. It's catching up. There we go. Okay. Hill angle. Zero, and then up, up, up. Until we got to about an angle of 0.94. Does that seem right? It does not seem right. That looks like upwards of a 45, which would be pi over... Oh, pi over 40. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, about 1. That's about a radian. Okay, good. All right, hold on. What am I seeing here? Negative 1.8. That looks great. Yeah. But why am I going so slow then? If I have a negative 1.8, subtract pi over 2. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Sure. Great. So that's our denominator. Negative 1.57. Or 2.75. I'm looking at a hill speed ratio of 0.42, 0.57. Dang, why? What happened here? I know what happened here. Do I? Not really. Bring paint back out. Chart this out. Oh, my brain, I can't do the math on this level of amount of medicine. Okay. So we got a big old wee. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Okay, so right here, our angle is about 1. That's our hill angle. And so, this gets us about a negative 0.5. So it's double. What? Really? Huh. Huh. Alright, hold on. Low speed ratio. Oh, you know what we should do? Our favorite hacky method. Alright, hill speed ratio. 1. Great. It should go down. It went up. It went up. There's our problem. There's all. That's all our problem is. Flip the hill angle. Yay. Okay. And hill speed ratio should last. So it should be something that we kind of last a little bit, right? Or no, should it just be max speed that you can get going up increases a bit? Max speed increases, and then you're gonna move toward when holding up. Yeah, maybe hill speed ratio just adjusts our max speed. Min speed, you can always brake. Oh no, yeah, you go towards the max speed. And if you're going above it, if current speed is less than or equal to max speed, then let's see here. Yeah, then move towards that at that speed. Otherwise, maintain this for longer if you're just holding up, right? So the idea is like if you're holding, gradual slowdown is slower, is the idea. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? The angle that we get, yeah, wait a second. All right, this is easy enough. Replace this with a decel. Which is 0.2. So that you maintain it faster. Great. But now, this right here. It's based on tilt from track. Tilt from track. Current track tilt angle. Based on the sampled track tilt angle. Which is looking at angle between. But it should only be looking at the angle between the X and Z. It should ignore Y. So let's do this. Simple as that, right? And now it's not going to look at upward angles as being an angle, because it shouldn't. There we go. Tick, 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 tick. Yeehaw! Oh. Ah! Okay, cool. Faster curves, right? Like that's what we start with. We need these curves to be sharper, more dangerous. More hill-y? I don't know if that's necessary, really. We need obstacles to jump over, right? And that's gonna like force slowness for like a bit. And that's bad. You don't want to be slowing down. You got to go fast. So we need obstacles. That's the next system we need. How are we going to do an obstacle system? That's part of the terrain. They're specific items with hurt area. Is it just solid or is it? Because we could have like a bunch of little colliders in here. And then the player. I don't want this thing to actually be for real solid. I'm gonna call this minigame obstacles. See, with the airplane it was easy because you weren't getting anywhere close to the actual ground. So we want a little CSG sphere. It doesn't have to be particularly good. It can be about as bare bones as is possible. But it does need to be solid. And it will only be hitting layer 8. What is history? I don't remember seeing. I don't remember. Did I move that? I did. I must have moved that. Oh, does it not have? Oh, okay. Well, then let's do area. Yeah, and we'll watch for body entered. Collision shape. Sphere. Simple and easy. Don't hit the sphere. Hurt zone. Alright, so as the minecart moves, the hurt zone moves. That's great. Let's do a test. So we have this CSG. It is solid, and it is collision mask 8. So the area will recognize that. So body entered into track handler. And that's going to do hurt timer. If you hit that, your hurt timer goes to half a second. And this is going to act the same as using the brakes. Does update current speed get called? Oh, it gets called no matter what. But we do need to do that. We need to move these around. down now takes precedence. And then hurt timer needs to process. And if hurt timer is greater than 0, we probably want to flash the visibility of the cart model. No, let's not do that. I can see some issues there with the light flashing on and off. So if we get hit... Oh, I rolled right through it. Cool. Test. Nothing. Cool. Great. Why? Oh, Yep. It exists in 8. Nah. Alright, let's see some... Nothing. Not even the print message. Okay. Well, why not? It is collision layer 8. The area is looking for collision object mask 8. It is looking for body entered. That is looking for a physics body 3D. This is... Well, you know what? Maybe this is different. Didn't we run into the same thing earlier today? Let's try this. Let's try this. Dang. Thought I was onto something. This is for when you encounter an area. I would really love it if I could just do it as simple as body. All right, is it the layer issue? Is that it? If not this, that was nothing. I got test at the beginning, but I think that's from hitting the minecart itself. All right, replace this with a static body. With a collision shape 3D. Capsule shape, sure. That didn't work either. Oh, well, could be this. It's a static body. No, not hitting it. Alright, yeah, that area would definitely go over that. Huh. Alright, what did we screw up here? Why are we not detecting any solidity here? We don't need to mask here. The area should be scanning. Area is scanning for object B is in any of the layers object A scans. Okay, this static body is in layer A and layer 1. We are scanning layer 1 and layer 8. So that's fine. Is it something about the signal then? Since I did body entered. Neither. Okay. Okay, the character body stuff that player does. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Of course that's a terrible idea. What am I thinking about? Body entered. How does player do it? Player has an area. Now that's looking for other areas. So I get that that's different. How do we get... Now then there's item on field. That's got an area, and that's looking for body entered. It's checking the group. And the actual collision of that, looking for actors. And then confirming that it's a player. Why is this not recognizing this? Give me a sphere. Sphere is here. I mean, that's cool, but that's not it. Give me an obstacle. Went right through it. Nothing. Do I need to have the character scan for areas? Is it because it's nested under a character body? You could try that. I'd be really surprised. It's not it. Mask is what I'm scanning, right? Like I didn't mix this up. I'm gonna do it both ways. Oh, okay. Huh. I could do areas on areas, but I don't love that because I would rather do CSGs, but even a regular static body isn't working. Okay, what if Hurt Zone was replaced with a static body? Or, yeah, why not? Why not a static body? You know? Why not? Why not? It's dumb, but I'm really getting desperate to figure out why this is not colliding. Remove mask on that. Hurt Zone, which is now a static body. Mask 8. I mean, I didn't even see it do anything there. Hey, Liari. I want to make obstacles. Or else this is going to be a very boring minigame. Static body seemed fine. Maybe, okay, hang on. Maybe what I can do, check the hurt zone. Get rid of this. All we need to do is change hurt timer. All right, so process. Change this to character body? How did I do the flight minigame? Like, I know that was done weirdly. How in the world did this one work? Hit solid. Character body is on wall. So we did character body, move, and slide. Character body is not actually moving at all. It's just a dummy. We're setting its position constantly. So yeah. Let's try that. Hurt zone is now a character body. Why not? Sure, let's try this. Okay, well, it's constantly combining, or constantly hitting the minecart right now. No major surprise there. I mean, a little bit of a major surprise, though. A little bit of a major surprise, because Hurt Zone is masked to layer 8 only. What is hitting it? Let's affix it to this. Is moving minecart in a weird... No? Alright, alright. Tell me then. Hurt zone dot get last. No. Get last slide collision? What does that give me? What is this? A kinematic collision 3. Which in turn can give me the body, right? Maybe. We'll see. Hi, Sailor Knight. Welcome in. Object null. Well, what does this do? Let's see here. How did we do this on the minigame? On the Chapter 2 minigame. Chapter 2 minigame was rather different. What's the game? I'm using a game engine called Godot. Yeah, it just is on wall is what we're grabbing there. It is open source, which is kind of nice. And I've been using it long enough at least that I know what to watch out for. I know every engine has some problems, so it's nice to get to the point where... Oh. That's a function call, isn't it? That's a function call. That's probably what it was. That was what it was. Okay, okay. I bet that's what the problem was. Yeah. Yes, we got it. Okay, we hit an obstacle. Thank you, Mac. Yes, demo is on Steam. I want to adjust the braking power. Maybe double it. Yeah, that feels like it's barely doing anything. I want brakes to like really slow you down. There we go. That's a bit better. Do we want a speedometer? Let's deal with that in a bit. First off, will this now finally work with a CSG? If I use collision and set it on collision mask 8, is that enough? Is that finally enough for you? No. What? Hurt zone is character body mask collision 8. Can't get past this. It's impossible. Look at the size of this collision. Oh, collision layer. Okay, hold on. You're on mask 8, you're on layer 8. Alright, that's on me. That one's on me. Boom. Yay. Okay. Iframes maybe would be good for the hurt. So like a little blinky, like, oh, you took damage. I guess I'm a little bit worried about the sparks disappearing and reappearing. So I may leave it as is. I could give it a little wobble. Maybe a little, like, very abrupt shake. So if hurt timer is greater than 0, then currently, this right here is where we handle the cart tilt. So what I would want to do is do that after the fact and say, okay, but if hurt timer is greater than 0, then just randomize this between, like, go crazy with it. Every frame. What? What? What was that? Okay, hang on. That went a little screwy. Okay, that's better. That's better. Just a little wiggle. Just a little wiggle is good. And then back to it. Now we can have obstacles. So the idea is that it's going to start with a fairly simple straightaway. Nice long hallway, and then tick 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 tick. Whoa! You can brake a little bit, and then we're gonna start doing jumps right around here. It'd be cool if we can have areas where the camera sort of wants to rotate more. I think that would be fun. So we'll go out further. Have some minor obstacles to jump. What are the minor obstacles here? Also, I love the part where these polygons break. Okay, there we go. I guess we can reduce this to like 0.3 and have 50% less mesh. Like that, even 0.5, we're still doing pretty good. The curves may not be as perfect, but they're still nice. Then we need to rerun this, don't we? And that's the script. Invalid selection. What do I need to select here? The path follow. Done. There we go. And that adds our little wooden boards. Love it. Love it. Obstacles. Crates. See, that is a nice one because it's already layerable. I don't know how that looks really though. And how jumpable it is. Okay. Okay, it is super jumpable if you can see it coming. So that's going to be part of it. Is we need to keep the camera, I guess, a little bit to the side actually. Camera focus point is here. Camera move target a little to the side. Let's have it like this. What does this do? A little bit of over the shoulder angle. Oh, a little bit more dynamic, huh? Now that's particularly good for when you're making left turns. If we're making right turns, we probably want it to be the other way. But yeah, I like that. Except I think we can go bigger on the crate then. We'll make some like fancy like no, stop going this way signs. Okay, we need terrain. Kind of a big deal. That's our texture. Okay, great start. We have ground. Love to see it. Some of these walls would be good. I don't need them to have collision. So that's just a CSG mesh. Okay. So do not need collision. Save yourself the effort. Keep in mind where the camera is going to be. Go ahead and increase the size of this further. But if we do a combiner, that helps the normals where it meshes, yeah. It's still not great, but it's something. How's that look? How bad? How bad is this? Okay, you know what? The light coming through, not all that bad. Yeah, actually, kind of nice. Okay, hang on. There's something to that. Okay, yeah, scale up a nice little ceiling here. How's that look? Can't really even see it, so since we can't delete it, not worth having. Instead, just have a flat ceiling here, and we'll add some like very little do some little stalactites. Let's see here. Rock wall is the one, I think. Yeah, this is the guy. So take this material. Open anyway. Grab this mesh. Close this one. Copy this material. Paste this material. Well, see, see the problem here. Actually, this is workable. This is workable. I think that's something. Let me see. And change the material to this material. Oh, it is already that material, isn't it? Change these three and this. Oh, it is already that. It's basically the same texture. See, if you jump, you do get a little bit of this, so that makes me actually want to use this for the ceiling. And also increase the X scale. Pull these down. Pull the whole node up. Increase X scale. Yeah, get some real grody. See, now we don't need the stalactites at all. Just get some grody, yeah, oh, hang on now. Alright, then yeah, it goes too far, but... That one's left. That one's roof. That's right. That's pretty nice looking. And then how do we manage this then? What is this supposed to be? Why does this go up here? Big mound of who cares? Doesn't matter. See, we can get away with some ugly CSGs. Because we're not using the collisions on them. So we can do this kind of stuff and not even worry about it. Egg. I guess we want it to be more like this, right? Fit it under that. Egg. Don't smooth these faces. Okay, yeah, never mind. Change my mind. They didn't need to smooth. And then we can put like some big wooden boards under here. big old box. Give it the planks texture. Make it a triplanar one. And then we do this. Yeah, that's cool. Egg. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really explain any of this other stuff going on, but that's fine. Yeah, just go nuts with that. It's, I don't know, it's a landmass. What do you want? What do you want, a backstory? Oh, don't do this one for ages. That's a long loop. Oh yeah, see, there's a problem though, but we'll tunnel through that somehow. That. Yeah, this we can do a CSG cylinder hollowing through it. Alright, hold on. Delete that. Grab a CSG cylinder. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. And then now we got a cool little structure going on here. I might need some kind of like noisy something or other. What is a noisy something or other, you may ask? I don't know. Okay, so then we want to do like some big walls over here. Big walls. Big foreboding walls. So then we can duplicate and move around, have it intersect in useful ways. In useful places. How does this look so far? Obviously it's not going to look great when we get in there, but I think a few lights around would be good. Maybe some volumetric fog. Big ceiling up here. Okay, that doesn't look great, but this is fine. Honestly, that's fine. Just kind of wedge in some stuff here. Yeah, part of it is that these are one-way array or one-way meshes. It's like it doesn't work super well in some contexts. It's like good enough in a lot. In a lot of good ways, it's good enough. Yeah, so like that. I don't know what's supposed to be here in the middle. Maybe some kind of... It wouldn't be magma. We've already decided this place is not exactly like that. Could be some glowy crystal somethings, I don't know. But we do need a big ceiling up top. A big foreboding ceiling. And a big foreboding wall. Where's the ceiling? Don't know. It's too far. Oh. Cool. And then you fall through the ceiling. Yeah, great. And you fall through. Get rid of this. Replace it with just one big rocky wall. Just one big rocky wall. Just flip that upside down. Move it over here. Scale it a lot. Scale it more this way. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, that'll be good for now. Fog. How are we gonna get fog in here? I think a brighter spotlight on the minecart is a good idea. So we can see more. Yeah, see a little bit more of these stalactites as we... well, okay, so problem though. It needs to be closer to the front so that you can't really see behind us. Yeah, that's a little busted. It's fine, whatever. Interior corners are not too bad. Yeah, maybe if we just carve away a little bit of this. So we'll take this and go down. Take this, add a CSG polygon here. The usual. Polygon, just kind of. Yep, great. 10 meters down. Subtraction. get a little bit closer to the rickety edge, I think. This is good and all, but like really get us kind of, whoa, watch out. Oh no, we're getting so close to the edge. What's down there? I don't actually know. Okay, cool. Now you can currently see the bottom. So let's go even deeper. Let's go even deeper. Let's have it cut through completely. That's just, who knows. But if we add a CSG box, it's always the CSG box. There we go, darkness. Darkness is good. Next up, some fog, I think. So that would be the dark environment here. Enable volumetric fog. How's that gonna look? Ooh. Ooh. Depths. Spooky depths. Okay, that one box is not doing it for me, but okay. We're going to duplicate this as environment lines fog. Undo volumetric fog on environment lines 2. Take environment lines 2. Yeah, this is going to be environment lines fog. Minecart minigame. Delete this, replace with foggy. It's cool. We don't need to do as much stuff, I think. Let's see here. Movie minecart is this. So save this. Scenes 03 mines minecart model. Because now, for the sake, minecart model. For these obstacles. Use collision layer 8. And get it roughly the same as the minecart, but doesn't really matter. Now call this fallen cart. Delete these. Perfect. We're gonna have another one just as decoration. Because that would make a lot of sense. Here. So train. Let's actually have a new node for decor. Get this guy in here right away as decor. Can't see anything with this fog. It's still foggy. There's got to be a way to turn it off in the editor or something. Yep. Who knows what that is? It's a mystery. Alright, this is going to be looking better with the fog. I just can't work in the fog. Cool. Okay. The base idea is there. This I like less and less. I think what I want instead some big structure of some description. Something like that. Okay, and then something like that. Yay, party hat! Welcome in, Mr. Lua. Hope you're doing well. That. Maybe like just a little bit less of that. Yeah, we got party hats. It's a partying sort of time. Alright, fast forward. That's fine, I think. It's a little bit weird and precise. Okay, sure. What? Then what? Should I just look at a Donkey Kong Country, original Donkey Kong Country minecart level and just recreate it, but in 3D with crazy 3D turns? Is that all we need? I think a cylinder would be useful in Blender. Like that's a piece that would help it, like a in the same way that we've made this little like wonky mesh, this little noise distorted mesh that we've reused over and over again here in the cave in various ways. When am I gonna stream TF2? I've uninstalled TF2. I can't go back. I shan't. I know better. It's a dangerous thing for me to do. Yeah, like a distorted cylinder. A flipped, distorted cylinder. Let's bring up Blender. Doesn't have to be crazy. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, like 16 by 16. Okay. Cylinder 32? Sure. Except we don't want the top or the bottom. Also, we want to flip the normals. And then we want to, 1, 2. Okay. Then we want to, there we go, roughly square. Now we want to displace according to a new noise texture. I don't know what kind. Clouds? Distorted noise? It doesn't really matter, does it? It could just be pure noise. Alright. Not seeing that distortion though. Direction on the normal, yep. Well, where is it? We're waiting. Oh, it's only going to show up on object mode? No. Oh wait, yes. As a matter of fact. Well, that still looks completely clean, so that must not be it. Is it the noise? Oh, the noise is gone. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit, that's scary. I think I want a different noise. Okay, yeah. It's pretty good. What if I did this and subdivision surface? Too blobby, right? Like that's just not, it just doesn't have any kick anymore. But that's got some stalactites now. From all directions. Super great. Do I want all directions? Or do I want it to only go in the x-axis? Because then it's a little bit more appropriate for like the interior of a cave, right? Now ideally we would love to get this looped, but that's not going to happen. So we may just have to tile it, which is also fine. Okay, let's use this. I think this is great. I think this is super great. Would be really cool. I think I did something like this for the first instance. But could we apply this? But then not apply it to the final. What does this do? Just apply it. Just apply it, it's fine. It's like this right here. Would there be a good way to smooth out to match you know, to make it like tileable? You get what I mean? You get what I mean? I mean, I guess one way would be, duplicate the object. Move it up, scale it Z-1. Okay, so now it meshes there. So now we have a single loop. Okay. Cool and all. but not really looking for, is it? So what if somehow it's like now I have an additional set of vertices. So it's like I want to merge this with the edge of that. I mean, I'm just gonna try some stuff. Well, that movement was bad. Okay, then delete these. Delete all vertices. Temporarily, just move it a full over there. And now, like, how would you merge these two together? Like, is it, I mean, I guess one way is just actually join these up. Join, Control J, no, what was it? Blender, join objects into one mesh. It is Control J. Oh, but I need to be in object mode, don't I? Is that what I did wrong? Control. Multiple select all meshes you wish to merge and Control J. Select the meshes and Control J. Hey, Monkey Boy, welcome in. Thank you. Is it edit mode? I mean, I don't think so. No, definitely not. Join. Oh, well now it works. Great. Okay, so now I should be able to link these a face at a time. Oh, was this a bad idea? Was this a bad idea? Maybe. Oh, that's an ugly one. That's an ugly quad. Like, this is going to be very error prone, isn't it? It's a good thing lag isn't here to tell me how I definitely could have done this in a fraction of the time. But these faces are probably going to be facing the wrong way, if I had to guess. We'll find out. Oops. I don't know what Shift F does, but I just did it. Hope that wasn't really bad. See, what I lack in Blender skills, join is not the best in some cases. That's fair enough. It's really weird wanting to make I guess it's a modular mesh in a sense, but with just one instance. So it's just, I guess, just a looping mesh, perhaps, is the best way of putting it. All right, manually faced my feeders here. All right. Now the question is, did we... Oh, no, we did good. Okay, so it's the interior. We have the interior. Oh, no. No. Okay. Last thing I want to do is I want to scale this such that yeah, so let's control a location. Good. And scale X. No, then it scales on the middle. Okay, well, never mind then. I don't know what I was hoping that would do. Let's just take these and just eyeball it. GX1. There we go. Lines it up right with the 3 mark. And now let's just kind of get these lined up. Does not have to be anywhere near exact. Okay, there he goes. There it is. There's our reusable, tileable cave mesh. Let's put that in the Blender exports folder. Oh boy. Chapter 3, cave cylinder. This is you may not have any way of telling from what I've been working on here. This is a Paper Mario-like. This is going to be like a mini game in one area of the game. This is what the game looks like normally. Except for the cat. We got NPCs, we got shops, we got all kinds of fun shenanigans. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that it's doing that now. This is the 3rd chapter of the game out of, I think, 7 or 8. So lots of work to be done. But yeah, it's coming along. This area is still very unfinished, but it's coming together nicely. So near this desert town, there's going to be a old abandoned mine. We're doing a western chapter, and you gotta have the old abandoned mine shaft. So rather than have this, what if? We have this lovely GLB that we just made. Yeah, project's at about a year and a half so far, with plenty left to go. All right, so let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, I need to open this, grab this, do this instead. Give me the cylinder. Paste the texture. Scale it up. No. There we go. I'm down with this. Let's see how this one turns out. Ooh, very Very hollow. So let's and let's also turn the fog back on. All right, how's that looking? Yeah, but then, okay, so then the cave, fog. Then the cave gets a little bit too close to the edge, so we need to maybe do like this. Let it open up a bit at the end. That should be good. And then we can replenish this. Yeah, that displace modifier. Nice and quick and dirty. Just what we need. Yeah, so now you can come in here. And what are we gonna do for this zone? Like you come out of here and oh yeah, something like this. Rickety rail over nothing. That could look cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a little segment where you're on top of a thin platform. Just a thin little bridge, that's cool. That's cool. We need triplanar. Yeah. Maybe dark triplanar. Yeah. Supports, probably. What's the easiest way we're gonna do this for supports? Not a Taurus, a thin Taurus. That'd be really silly. Actually, you know what would probably be the best? Take this box. Let's node 3D. Let's do it in here. Node 3D. Call it bridge 1. Duplicate the CSG, bring it down slightly, bring it way down. Oh no, it's almost time to end stream. And then add to that a CSG cylinder. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous, but I really appreciate it. Game development is 4 times a week. We'll be streaming this process Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays until it's done. All right, subtract. Oh, there it goes. It's all right. I can confirm. I can always confirm. I can always confirm. See, that looks all right. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. That was a really quick and dirty bridge. You're barely gonna see it. It's part of the problem. But why not? I think that looks really cool. Okay, so we're gonna I forgot to turn the fog on. Oh shoot. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it looks cool. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this segment here. So we'll need to have some kind of obstacles coming at you, maybe? Like some minecarts rolling down the trail? And you're like, oh no! Yeah, whoops, I screwed this up. That was supposed to be over here. Big pit. Big pit. Alright, turn the fog on so we can see how it looks. And then I need to end stream. That's the end. It's just that. Okay. Fog. It's just fog. Oh, you know what? With the fog, that's... Alright, double it. Double it. This little segment with the bridge. Good. It's good. Yeah. Oh, I can't quite... Cylinder 2, because the scale is weird. So scale it to 6. No, it's oh, it's the Y scale. 15. Yeah, do that one again. There we go. Look at that. Look at that nice meshing of the meshes. So bridge, make that longer. Why not? Why not do it this way? Bop, bop. Transform 2. Okay. Here we go longer. There we go. Why not? Have this big long bridge. That's cool. But yeah, with the fog, that's really good. So that's very little mesh needed for very cool effect. A++. And then we'll do more curve. I don't know, maybe I'll make a similar piece that's curvy. Like this whole big room is fine and all, but I don't know if it's necessary. We'll have some stuff coming down the way to jump over, call it a day. All right. Maybe we can get to Chermdov before he gets to us. All right. Cool. Chapter 1 demo is on Steam. It's free of this game. There are mini games. We're gonna go over to Chermdov. I'm gonna go to bed. Great. Next time, more minecarts probably, if I had to guess. Also, I need to draw more characters. We've got at least 2 NPCs that are pretty critical for Chapter 3. It's a lot to do. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend.